coming in of Prime Minister holding a high-level meet to review the situation in Sudan. During the meeting, we understand Prime Minister assessed the most recent developments in Sudan and even received first-hand report on the condition on the ground with specific focus on the safety of more than 3,000 Indian citizens presently located in Sudan. Remember, situation still remains volatile in Sudan, where the ceasefire has not yet happened. It was a temporary ceasefire that was reported last evening, but situation still remains grim in Sudan. And amid all of this, Prime Minister himself monitoring the situation very closely, asking the officials to prepare for the evacuation process to begin shortly. In fact, just a short while back, the high-level review meet that was held by Prime Minister was attended by the Minister of External Affairs himself. So situation still remains grim on the ground, with more than 200 deaths having been reported and 1,800 of the people who are also injured in the clashes that have been happening between the army and the paramilitary forces in Sudan as we speak. So Prime Minister there asking the officials to review the situation, asking for the evacuation process to be initiated as well. So Prime Minister there himself monitoring the situation very closely, chairing a high-level meeting as well to review the situation in Sudan. During the meeting, we understand Prime Minister assessed the recent developments in the country and even received first-hand report of the conditions on the ground with specific focus on the safety of more than 300 Indians who are still said to be stranded in the country, where more than 200 deaths have been reported and 1,800 of those who are also injured in these clashes that have been happening between the army and the paramilitary forces. Now remember, the Minister of External Affairs in this case, Dr. S. Jaishankar, also held a meet with the UN chief on Thursday to review the situation in Sudan, calling for diplomacy for that situation to be handled tactfully in Sudan. The latest, of course, coming in, Prime Minister holding a review meet, monitoring the situation very closely. This as unrest still continues in Sudan, with more than 200 deaths having been reported in the country as well. So those are the details that are just coming in. We are given to understand that the high-level meet that was chaired by the Prime Minister, Prime Minister Modi instructed all relevant officials to remain vigilant and closely monitor the developments and continuously evaluate the safety of Indian nationals in Sudan and extend them all possible assistance. The visuals there on your screens from earlier today of that review meet that was held by Prime Minister Modi, that was attended by Dr. S. Jaishankar as well. We're given to understand that the Prime Minister has further directed the preparations of contingency evacuation plans, accounting for the rapidly shifting security landscape and even the viability of various options in Sudan.